Hey everyone, and thank you for joining this video. I'm Bonnie, and today we are going to be doing the Power 3 for Anglo Yoga. We'll kind of end in our future pose, which is shoulder stand, and I'll let you take it from there. And also today you will need 2 blocks. What should I create a whole piece? 2 blocks, books, weights if you are excited. 1 strap, belt, towel, connector, at least 1 blanket. You can have 2 or 4. And make sure you've got some water and maybe a sports thrown coffee. Anyway, the other thing happening in the studio exactly right now is that there was once upon a time a very loud flying bug, and I believe that bug has just landed probably 10 to 11 feet in front of me, and it's currently on its back wading through space, and I can't decide whether that's really symbolic anything. like he's probably going to die, definitely going to die by the time this video is done and posted, but you know, what's he thinking right now? So you let that linger where it needs to be in your mind, and I hope you have a good time on this flow. We are going to be working upper body, but definitely full body. And we will start in a supported bridge posture, bringing a block to your mat, block in line with the sacrum. If you watched our sacrum video posted not too long ago, you will see that part of our body identified. So we're going to lay back, have our lower back essentially supported. The sacrum, again, is that inverted triangle. The point goes downwards towards the coccyx or tailbone, and it connects to your lumbar spine. And connects a lot of nerves that head down to the rest of our legs, sciatic nerve, and others. So we'll rest here, coming into our bodies, maybe imagining at this juncture weight and the ground. Begin to take your arms overhead, slightly bending at the elbows. Notice any sensation under the armpits or along the triceps, the neck, jaw. We are going to create some snow angels here. And I'm looking at that bug. You might imagine yourself kind of, well, on a plot of nice thick plush snow, which is middle of July here in Kansas City, Missouri. So snow is the last thing on most people's minds. But maybe you are thinking about snow, or you're thinking about that bug just here. Not sure how you got here. Definitely not sure where you're going. Just moving your body. And when it feels right, waterfall your legs. You might keep your snow angels going. Maybe they are at the same speed or a little slower. And just get to know your toes again. You're just here. Get to know your ankles, wrists. Sometimes those rotations just have to go together. And get to know the knees, which last week in class I said, bend the elbows of the legs. So they're not as mobile, these joints, which is unfortunate sometimes. If the knees were really like the elbows and people side to side, rotate around. I mean, we would be different creatures for sure. Could you imagine our movement? So anyway, we're wading through air. Maybe your arms are still going. Maybe you've taken a rest in the upper body and you're just exploring your lower half. And we'll begin floating our feet to the ground. Let's bring our arms overhead. Press the soles of the feet to the earth. Feel the ball of the foot, the inside of the big toe, both corners of your heel pressed on the ground. Take one inhale. Exhale, we lift our hips up off the ground into our first bridge pose proper. And we are not going for a back bend here. We are going for strength in our hamstrings and glutes, keeping a straight line from knees to the top of your shoulders. And we're still breathing here, just noticing some of those muscles starting to come on. And notice what it feels like here. Let's take one more breath in. Great job. We'll lower our hips back down to the blocks, not very far. And we get to notice what off feels like in this position. All right. We'll practice a chin lock. As I mentioned earlier, future pose is a shoulder stand. So we want to take the top tip of our chin, carve a line so that we are trying to fit the chin into the crevice between the collarbones, so that little dip in your clavicle. And it's not going to be a perfect fit unless you have a very long chin, which that's cool. But we want to feel like it is locked, like we've kind of created a little opening along the back side of our neck. And we are going to keep this lock. We're going to begin to breathe only through our nose. And we want to feel a passageway that is open and clear. Notice how there is no real pressure aside from natural compression of our chest and gravity on our chin or on our lungs right now. And so we want to breathe here for a couple breaths, finding comfort in what breathing in and out of the nose here is like. And we are inhaling next, exhaling, pressing into both corners of the heels, lifting into bridge posture. Okay, we're going to keep that breath in and out through the nose. We'll take our arms overhead, breath in. Exhale, take your palms towards your thighs. Inhale, we open the arms. Exhale, palms towards the sides. Let's take two more. Breath in, keep pressing through the heels and the inside of the foot. Exhale, arms reach up. Last one, arms overhead. Inhale, keeping that chin lock. Exhale, we bring both palms to our thighs. I want you to feel your quads. And you feel the muscles that are on, maybe you even feel down towards your glutes. And notice in this position where your hands can slide down to. My hands can slide down to, like, the soles of my hands are on my kidneys, and my palms and fingers are on the top of my glutes. So that's where I am right now. Again, I'm not in the back bend. I've got one more breath in. Take one of your hands down. Slide your block out from underneath you, and then we're lowering all the way down to the earth here. Nice job. Great job. First bridge pose done here. We'll grab our strap and unroll it completely, or your blanket, and we are going to elevate our legs into our waterfall. And I will find a nice tight grip on the strap with my hands. Now I'm in dorsiflexion, so I'm really pulling my toes towards my face, and I'm going for a little 90-degree bend in the back of my body, my heel to my calf. And I begin to pull my legs towards my head here. So both at a time, a little action in the biceps. And let's keep our elbows towards our ribcage here. And we would just want to notice how much pressure and sensation we can withstand in this posture, feeling a stretch through the lower back and the back of the body, really. Let's take 2 more breaths here. And we'll begin to rock our bodies up into our plow and roll down the length of our spine, coming up into a little boat. So we'll do this a few times. Every time we roll back to have weight on our shoulders, we'll find that chin lock. Okay, let's take 2 more. So I want us to start to notice what sensation we feel going back into a plow posture. And this, you can see for me, is in slow motion. And I'm going to rock into my boat. Doesn't have to be smooth. And I've got some guns on me. My biceps are active. I'm elevating through my sternum, so lifting my chest. My gaze is going to be on my toes or in that general area. And I'm squeezing my inner thighs. They are magnetized together so that that flesh connects. My knees and my ankles connect. Beautiful. We are in boat pose. You're using a lot, potentially, of the strap to keep you balanced. We're going to begin to disconnect our strap from our arms, set it over to the side. Let's come into our boat. Take a few breaths here, pulling shoulders back and down, elevating through the sternum. Through our class today, we are breathing in life and lift in our bodies. My legs, my chest, I'm still breathing. Let's take 2 more. Inhale, you've got it. Exhale. All right, last one. Breath in and exhale. Beautiful job. We're setting our legs down. Let's move into a Dandasana. So I have my heels planted on the ground, dorsiflexion through my ankles. And Dandasana proper is going to ask us to take our palms towards our hips. We are going to slightly float or gracefully tap our hands onto the ground. And I'm pulling my shoulders back and down, a slight retraction through my shoulder blades and some air and lift through my sternum. My rib cage is hooked in and my core is active. My legs are active, quads are on. My toes might be touching, or my ankles. I'm breathing in and out. I can have a slight chin lock here. Breath in. Keep that passageway open. Exhale. 1 more inhale, really lift to the sternum. On your exhale, we fold forward, keeping our hands where they are. So we're not really concerned about the reach. I keep my toes pulled towards my face in dorsiflexion. Breath in and exhale. 1 more inhale. Exhale. Nice job. Let's take ourselves back up. We'll grab for our blocks here. Keeping our Dandasana legs and lift through our torso. So dorsiflexion. I take my blocks into my arms or into my hands as though they are weights. So if you've got weights, good job. If you've got blocks, great job. If you don't have anything, spirit fingers the entire time. We take a breath in, arms at a T. We move into cow face arms. Exhale, we rotate our palms towards the center of our back and elbows going opposite direction. Inhale, we open. Exhale, rotate cow face arms. We have 2 more. Inhale, open. Exhale, cow face. Inhale, open the arms. Exhale, cow face to the opposite side. We open the arms, inhale, unite the world, exhale, bring the blocks up. Move into our snow angel, so a slight bend through our elbows. Notice the Dandasana, keep the thighs on, the quads should feel hard. 1 breath in, arms overhead. Exhale, drive the elbows down and into your ribcage. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, we drive down. So you want to feel the muscles in the back. Exhale, we drive. Like we're kind of doing a lat pull down. 2 more. We have a bend through our elbows so our biceps are on. Last one, exhale, driving down. Inhale, open to T. Exhale, unite the world. Nice job. Inhale, we open into a T. Exhale, bicep curls. Drive the elbows, or drive the hands in, but a 90-degree bend through the elbows. It's okay to rotate the neck side to side and look at yourself. Your exhales draw you in. Last time, inhale, we open. Exhale, we drive in. Nice mind-body connection. Inhale, we open. Exhale, unite the world. Final thing, inhale, arms come down to center, long with the legs. 1 breath in. Exhale, rotate one way. Inhale, rotate the opposite way. Exhale, rotate. This rotation, notice it only coming through the thoracic spine. My hips relatively stable. 1 more rotation, that opposite direction. Give yourself a smile. We come back to center, drop the blocks to the sides. The arms have never felt heavier. All right, my friends. We are going to come onto our backs. We're not done with these blocks just yet. I'll take my knees into my chest and bring the block onto my shins. The opposite block that has just been resting on the side of my mat, I'm going to take it overhead. I'll find this dorsiflexion again through my ankles, and I keep my knees relatively close so that this block that's levitating doesn't get threatened and fall, all right? Grab that block overhead. Again, blocks are optional. Breath in here, we're extended. Exhale, block to block. Inhale, we open. Exhale, contract. Breath in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Keep breathing. Keep the knees close together. We're on our last one. Inhale, open. Exhale, we contract. Inhale, we open. Take the block out of the hands and step it to the ground. Exhale, drive up and grab that block off your shins. Inhale, kick the legs out and open the legs. Exhale, drive knees to block. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Keep breathing. Keep the thighs close together. Notice the sensations you feel throughout the body, in the core. We have 1 more. We open on the breath in. We exhale and contract. Now we open this next inhale. Keep your chin locked and butterfly kick the legs. Keep breathing. 2 more. Waterfall, next exhale. Dorsiflex through the ankles. I should be able to set a block on my feet. We're not going to do that. We take the block to our shins. 1 inhale. Block to toes, exhale. Breath in and reach. We're breathing and noticing. Release any judgment. You are where you are. This is what it is. And it can be okay. One more. Exhale. Shavasana. Take your time. Bringing the arms and the legs to the ground. Embrace the sensation. It's only temporary. You're in a restful Shavasana. Beautiful job. Let's draw our knees in. And we'll take the pendulum swings from our sacral chakra video that allows us to really individualize our hips and notice what's happening there. So one knee swings open while the other stays pointed towards the space above you. This can be as slow or as quick as you need it to be in this exact moment. This still is your practice. Allow for rest for a moment to take over. And if it becomes necessary or delightful to just take both knees over at a time, please feel free and find the rotation that you need. And take 2 more rotations on both sides. All right, my friends, we'll bring the soles of the feet to the ground. Extend the arms overhead. Take a breath in. Exhale, lift hips into bridge posture. Inhale, arms up overhead, hips are down. Exhale, bridge. Again, we are feeling the inner thighs magnetize towards each other. We are breathing, possibly with this chin lock, tucking the tip of our chin in towards our clavicle. 2 more. Last one. We hold, feeling the thighs active, feeling the body creating lines from knee to our shoulder blades. 1 more breath in. And exhale, dropping the hips. Grab for your strap. And extend the legs into waterfall, creating a nice grip with your hands around the strap. And we come back into that plow posture, rotating into our boat. And we'll do this a few times. Noticing control, noticing how the arms are aiding and keeping the legs lifted. And this next rock forward, hold your boat pose. It's almost like we're a boat coming in from rough tides. And we've got to slow down our landing, or slow down our speed so that we can park our boat safely. And then when we drop our strap, we can imagine us parking our boat. Take arms to the sides, elevate through the sternum, pull the shoulders back, breathe in and out. Breath in, exhale. Final inhale. And we drop our legs down, exhale. Beautiful job. Find tabletop here. Now if you need the blanket under the knees, you can go ahead and make that arrangement. Tabletop is your time to explore your body. So we've been doing a lot of crunching in, a lot of contracting inwards. So cat-cow can feel quite nice here, just to find the opposite rotation of your hips. Finding this anterior tilt is bringing us back to our sacral chakra conversation and just really opening up through that part of your body. Notice any tensions that still remain in the neck area, and possibly explore the side body as well. This next segment will include a lot of hand and arm work here, so just be mindful of your wrist. Take these to the side. We'll start on our left side. Actually, let's start on our right hand. So our right hand stays on the ground. I'm going to take the palm of my left hand to my head. And I'm going to keep my hips relatively neutral, so pointing downward. And I'm going to feel a lot of pressure in my right hand. Inhale, open up through my thoracic spine, or really open up through my shoulders and chest. Exhale, take the elbow down towards the forearm. Inhale, exhale. Breath in, so I'm working into my traps, pressing my body up with my right hand and really squeezing through my shoulders to find as much openness as I can through the front body. 2 more. And final one. Great job. We come in, inhale, open up through the chest, move into our alternative side plank. So right knee on the ground, left leg extended all the way out, and I keep that full foot on the ground. I can extend my left arm towards the ceiling or space above me. We carve our right leg behind us, so my toes stay on the ground, but I really rotate so that my toes are behind me. And I move into our modified wild thing, pressing open through the hips, a little back bend, and opening the heart center up and forward, finding lift and life. Maybe a little rotation through our left wrist. And this transitions back to our side plank. So I rotate my foot back in line, parallel to the mat. Extend, pull left arm overhead as though I'm trying to hug my bicep to my ear. And then I lift my left leg. So notice the motions are not quick. Our core stays active. My right hand and wrist is strong, and I'm breathing here. I have a dorsiflexion through my ankle. I inhale here. Exhale, maybe I draw elbow to knee. Inhale, I open. Exhale, drive in. One more. Inhale, open. Exhale, elbow to knee. Great job. We come back to tabletop. Drop hand, drop left knee. Nice. And we move on to the other side. So our left hand stays on the earth. I pick up my right hand. It's exhausted, feels heavy. Just slap the back of the palm towards your head and be gentle with yourself. Slap is such a hard word. Your inhale opens through your chest. Pull the right elbow back. Exhale, drive right elbow down towards the forearm. Inhale, open. Closing on the exhale. Two more. Strong arms here. Open through the elbow. Bring yourself into your side plank. Left knee on the ground, right foot on the ground, and the right hand might elevate towards space above you. We want this to feel challenging, yes, but not impossible. So some things that I'm doing right now is I'm playing around with where my shoulder is stacked over my wrist, to try to find a bit more effortlessness in this posture. Now I bring my left foot behind me and press my hips open through my chest for my wild thing. From wild thing, I pull myself into side plank again. So spinning left toes in line with the mat. Extending right arm overhead, hugging bicep to my ear. Trusting my body, trusting my left side to hold me up as I defy gravity with my right leg. I'm breathing here. Dorsiflexion in that right ankle. One inhale, extend. Optional exhale, crunch the knee towards the elbow. Inhale, we extend. Exhale, drive in. A lot of strong core work happening here. A lot of great focus. You are doing great. This is the last drive in. We're back to our tabletop here, and we extend the hips back for child's pose. In our child's pose, let's begin to rock our hips side to side. So you can really drive the fingertips forward. And imagine yourself as that crocodile from our sacral chakra, powerful, creative, joyous being that's just waiting and exploring the hips here. We'll pull ourselves all the way back up and into our first down dog. In this down dog, we are really exploring our entire body, including our hips. You might bounce the hips up and down, bounce the glutes, or simply pull up through the heels and land the heels on the ground. Some of us like to walk in at the dog. Up to you. If you've got any accessories, blankets, blocks on the mat, let's go ahead and pull them off to the side. Clear off our space. Look towards your hands. We'll step, hop, jump to the top of our mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Extended mountain, we rise, inhale. Hands to heart center, exhale, sun A. Inhale, arms overhead. Fold down, exhale, nice job. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, chaturanga to down dog. So we're finding our flow in our sun A, really waking up our body and linking our breath to more explosive movements than before. So we'll continue flowing. We're moving into our final one, so we'll land in our down dog and stay there. When you arrive in down dog, notice the difference between this held inversion and our first one. 3-leg down dog, inhale, right leg high. Exhale, the lunge. Warrior one, inhale, we rise, both arms overhead, hips going forward towards our right knee. And we are driving right hip back, left hip is slightly pushed forward, and core is active. We want to try and find neutrality in our spine and our hips. Extending arms overhead, we are here for a breath in. Exhale. Inhale, Chaturanga down dog, exhale. Option for ekapadas, we extend our right leg back, up dog, inhale, exhale, down dog. Our left leg kicks high, inhale, 3-leg down dog, step through the lunge, exhale, warrior one, inhale, left leg is in front, and we find alignment through our hips, activity through the core, and space in our neck. Breathe. Breath in, exhale. Inhale, chaturanga down dog, exhale. And one thing can be said, practicing in silence really aids your body in being able to tell you things. You hear so many pops and cracks and things. Let's meet in the middle. Walk the feet a couple steps forward, walk the hands a couple steps forward. We are in a uttanasana, or a forward fold. We're going to grab our blocks and stand up, arms overhead. Now this is a great time to grab some water, me and myself included. Definitely need some, you can see. The studio really lights up in the morning and it's beautiful. I am in mountain, blocks to the sides. Nice and strong Tadasana, feeling both corners of your sole, or both corners of your heels on the ground, really pressing through the big toe, and then landing the ball of the foot by the pinky. We're going to light up through our thighs, soft bend to the knees, neutrality in our hips, extend the arms overhead, engage the core. Nice job. We stay here in this gentle but firm mountain. Extending arms overhead with a breath in, open the arms to a T, exhale. Nice. Inhale, we prepare, cow face arms, Garandasana. Exhale, we rotate. Inhale, open arms into a T, exhale, rotate. We're even building strength in our wrist here, holding these blocks, these obscure shaped objects. Now if you have weights, you're still building a lot of strength in the wrist and the hand, but in a different way. Let's take one more, both sides. We open our arms to that T. Exhale, unite the world. Moving into our snow angels. Inhale, bend our arms. Exhale, drive elbows down, a standing lat pull down, or imagine yourself one day doing a full pull up. Feeling the body elevate through the sternum. We feel our inner thighs magnetize. And we are in control of our breathing and our movements here. One more. Elevate the arms on your inhale. Exhale, draw the elbows down towards your ribcage. Punch open on the inhale. Bicep curls, exhale. Open on the breath in. Exhale, curl. Come on, 3 more. You've got this. Inhale. Exhale. Keep the core firm. Connect to your Mula Bandha. Last inhale, open. Last exhale, close. We open on the inhale, preparing to unite the world. It's hard. That's why it hasn't happened. We'll take our hands down here. Inhale, rotate to one side. Keep your hips forward. Exhale, rotate to the other. We are livening up that creative energy. Finding this rotation. One more. Exhale, you're rotating the opposite way. Back to center, inhale, give yourself a smile on your way down, Uttanasana, folding, exhale. Keep your blocks close. You might stand your blocks to the highest setting here. And we can rest our palms on our blocks for support and a firm foundation. Warrior one, our right side grounds first. Our left leg kicks up. Nice job. Just notice what this posture feels like. Think warrior 3. I think I said warrior 1. Our warrior 3. Think about warrior 1, in which we have our hips down, are in line with that front leg, and our back leg is extended with a nice flexion through the ankle. We prepare for Shiva squat. Inhale. Exhale, Shiva squat. Left toes touch the ground, possibly off the mat. Both knees bend, and our chest slightly rises. Hold this for a breath in. Exhale, back to our warrior 3. Inhale, we start our flow coming down, Shiva squat. Exhale, warrior 3. Keep this flow going. Nice job. After this next one, we take a pause and warrior 3. You can take your hands off the block and finding the warrior 3 variation. And land in Uttanasana here. Nice job, walk it out, you're doing great. We'll find that on the opposite side. Warrior 3, left foot rooted, right leg rises, hips facing the ground, soft bend through the left knee. We might have weight in our palms, no problem. You just notice how this posture feels on the side without judgment. This is where we are today. Notice your right glute and now the left. Take a breath in. Exhale, Shiva squat. Again, we rise slightly through the neck and open through the collarbone. We inhale, back to our warrior 3. Exhale, we start our flow. Inhale, Shiva squat. Exhale, warrior 3. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Last one. Come to a version of your unsupported warrior 3. Maybe one hand off the block or both. We're still breathing here. Hips are still in alignment towards the ground. Your legs are strong. We land in Uttanasana, forward fold. Clear your mat of your blocks. Nice. We rise into mountain and step to the top of our space. Hands overhead, breath in. Fold, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Chaturanga down dog, taking your flow here. Inhale, we rise. Up dog, exhale, down dog. Beautiful, travel to the top. Halfway lift, breath in. Fold, exhale. Inhale, Uttanasana. Exhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Breath in, weight in the heels. Exhale, slight tuck of the tailbone. Inhale, arms overhead. Revolved chair. We open our right arm behind us, left arm in front. Hold for a breath in. Hold for the exhale. Hips are forward. Inhale, both arms back overhead. Exhale, opposite side. Our left arm opens out and behind. One breath in. Full exhale. Notice the twist. You got it. Both arms overhead. Inhale, fold, exhale. Beautiful. Halfway lift. Breath in. Chaturanga to down dog. Exhale. Up dog. Inhale. Down dog. Exhale. Nice. All right. Let's grab for our blocks one at a time, taking them back onto our mats. We walk our feet and our hands to the middle into forward fold. Hands on our blocks. Halfway lift here. We come back to our warrior 3 Shiva squat. I scared everyone. I scared myself. I was like, am I about to do the arm thing again? Alright, we're going to do warrior 3 Shiva squat with the option for swimmers. We take our right foot on the ground. And so this is our second round here. You can go straight into unsupported warrior 3 and unsupported Shiva, or a version of them for the first 4, and then we'll cue our swimmers on the last 4. So we're in our warrior 3. 1 breath in. Shiva squat, exhale. Inhale, we hold Shiva. Exhale, warrior 3. We start our flow, inhale, Shiva. Exhale, warrior 3. Keep moving with your breath. This is your practice. Being kind to yourself, body and mind, through these balance challenges. We hold warrior 3 on this next warrior 3. Option to grab your blocks. We move into swimmers. So we'll start with our left arm extended overhead and my right arm back. I inhale, take it down, Shiva squat, exhale. Hold Shiva for a breath in, find the swimmer's right arm in front, left arm behind you. Exhale, warrior 3. Find the opposite swimmer. We start the float, inhale down. Exhale, warrior 3. 2 more. Last one. We land in our warrior 3. Drop the blocks. We're still in warrior 3. Uttanasana, forward fold, coming down. Now walk it out. I so want to put that song in the flow just for that moment. Just for that moment. Let all of that go. It doesn't define you. You can always come back to it anytime. And we have another side. We love having 2 feet. Imagine again if the knees were like the elbows. What would movement look like? Okay, we are here in your version of warrior 3, unsupported or supported. We take 1 breath in to prepare our mind and body. Exhale, Shiva squat. Inhale, we hold. Exhale, back to warrior 3. Breath in, we start the flow. Exhale, warrior 3. 2 more. We land in our warrior 3 and hold, deciding how swimmers could feel here. If you want to go for it, pick up the blocks, pick up your weights. We extend our right arm forward in our warrior 3, left arm backwards. Hold for it, inhale. Exhale, we alternate our arms, moving now into the Shiva squat. We hold for 1 breath in. Exhale, we elevate. Inhale, we take it down. Exhale, we pull it back up. Warrior 3, 2 more. You are strong here. Stay focused. Last one. Nice and long back posterior chain. Back chain. Hold. Drop blocks. Hold warrior 3. Drop right leg. Forward fold. Now walk it out. Hey. Nice. We clear our space. We rise into mountain. Nice. Greeting your day, whatever part of the day you're in. Feeling your body heat. We step forward. Inhale, Urdhva Astasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Beautiful job. In this down dog, just notice the thoughts and the sensations. Equate those thoughts and sensations in this practice to those temporary emotions that one feels outside. We're going to move into dolphin, bending our elbows and taking the forearms to the ground. We really are active through our fingertips, and we are tucking the chin slightly. So we're looking at the toes and walking our hips upwards towards the top of the mat. We are resisting the urge to bend our knees too much and to let our head go to the ground. So your elbows and your shoulders are pressing you up. Your biceps are on here slightly, and you are holding dolphin. If you would like to explore lifting one leg, holding that for 2 breaths. Take that leg down. Some of us still are just in our regular dolphin doing a whole lot already. Some of us lifting the other leg. We have 2 breaths here. Taking that leg back down, press back to your down dog. Oh. Just like emotions, those sensations temporary, all hard things do, in fact, come to an end. We'll look towards our hands, hop, step, jump to the top of our space. Nice. Halfway lift, breath in. Fold, exhale. Inhale, Urdhva Asasana. Exhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Breath in, arms overhead. Revolve chair, right arm swings back, exhale. Inhale, arms back up overhead. Exhale, left arm swings back. Inhale, both arms back high. Exhale, we fold. Nice. We've been through both knees. Come to the ground here. We are going to explore peace fingers to big toe for our final boat. If that's not accessible for you today, grab your strap, find that same elevated boat, pulling the biceps in. For those going for peace fingers to big toe, we are going to extend our legs, kicking through our heels, and we might have a bend through our knees. We're going to try to create as much space as we can in our chest by lifting, creating life and lift through our sternum. Same thing is happening if you have the strap wrapped around the base of the feet. You're going to magnetize the thighs together, feel the core activate, and we're going to lessen our need of our strap or our fingers here. Little by little, disconnecting. Nice. Breathing here. One breath in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Final inhale. Drop the legs. Exhale. Nice. Slight Dandasana. We're bringing our practice down. I'm running out of time. I wanted to do another core sequence, but if you need it, just press replay. We'll take our left knee back. Some of us might have sensitivity in the knee, so we'll take maybe a blanket on the knee, and I encourage a dorsiflexion through the ankle. If you need some support in the hips, a blanket under your base hip or under your front knee could also be helpful in this posture. Dorsiflex to your right ankle here as well. And we're starting our seated gate pose, taking the right leg and right arm long, lifting our left arm and draping it overhead. One breath in here. Your exhale, we rise into our twist. Right hand is on my left leg, my left hand is on the ground behind me. I breathe in and out. Breath in. On my exhale, I rotate again through my lumbar, and this time I walk my hands down, reaching towards my ankle, and just allowing myself to rest here for 2 breaths. Nice. Begin to walk your hands back up and extend the left leg in that same fashion. We'll come into this hurdle or seated Paragasana, seated gate pose. We start by extending left arm with our left leg, opening through our torso, chest into our gate pose, really bringing our right shoulder back. Breathe here. One more inhale. Exhale, we rise for the twist. My right hand on the ground now, my left hand gripping my right leg. It's all topsy-turvy when you turn around. One more inhale. Exhale, I rotate again, this time bending both elbows and squaring my shoulders towards my knee as I rest here. Any time we're in these positions, it's really nice to give your knees some love. So I failed to mention that on the other side, but just kind of pressing onto the knee, joints, patella, saying I'm here for you, sending some more blood your way. And we are holding this for one more breath in. And a full exhale. We'll begin rising and swinging our right leg back in line with our left. And my friends, I'm going to end our class today on our backs in a waterfall or a supported bridge. And from there, I extend the invitation for you to explore shoulder stand if it's in your practice. Otherwise, just hang out in this inversion of sorts. Allow for your blood pressure to lower. Stay there as long as you need. Be kind to your mind and kind to your body as we transition into whatever the rest of the day has in store for you. So coming onto the back, I'm moving just into a supported bridge here, back where I started. Notice any differences in mind and body. I might even lift and make it a double into my waterfall. You're doing the best you can on this journey. I truly believe it. Enlighten me, season honors to lighten you. I really appreciate you joining me today. Have a great rest of your day.